What a do, ugly dude? It's your boy the Feltmeister here. I got another challenge run for you today. Today we're doing Can You Beat Fallout 4 as Scott from Kentucky Balistics. Now, if you don't know who Kentucky Balistics is, he's a gun YouTube channel, and I really like him. But anyways, specifically, he shoots a gun called the 4-bore rifle. And let me just tell you, look it up if you don't know what it is. It's a big... I put Scott's strength at 10 because, well, you have to have a special strength requirement to even wield this gun. In Fallout 4 and in real life, I'd say, because it's a big boy. Hey, y'all get your damn stinky ass hands off my wife and kid. The hell do y'all think you're doing? Hey, don't you aim that at her, buddy. What are you doing? Outside the vault, I make my way to the Bostonian Club, but I also have to level up along the way because I need a master lock to get the gun out.
All of this just works.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Boy, have you come to the wrong place. My loving days have long since passed.
All of this just works.
Alright, if you had to, let me know in the comments below. Who are you kissing? Carla or Mama Murphy? You gotta pick one, so let me know.
Whoa.
Technically, I could have used any gun because Scott's a gun YouTube channel and he used a lot of guns. But he used a sledgehammer to break his tables, so when I could and I didn't have my gun, I would use the sledgehammer to help myself level up along the way to get to master lock abilities to be able to pick them. Making my way over to the gun case, I picked the lock and I then received my sweet 4-bore rifle. And with my weapon in hand, I make my way to the Museum of Freedom. Inside there I take out mini raiders along the way, learning the power of the 4-bore rifle. I missed my first couple of shots, but I slowly figured it out. I hear you, but where are you? Come on out, little friend. There you are. One little step over and... Life is all about being patient. Enjoy things. Take it slow. Smell the roses.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Every shot I take from the 4-bore dwindles the raiders' numbers one by one, until finally I make my way out to the street, pull the death ball out the sewers below, and then wreak havoc, because I don't have too much crazy amount of ammo at the moment. This is an accurate representation of me coming out of my room at 3 AM for a cold drink of water. The guns you see in my inventory here, they're not for shooting, they're for selling. So, with the death ball running about, oh my god! I must say, I don't get jump scared too often, but that boy got me. I ain't gonna lie to you. That boy got me.
What's that?
That, my big green mutant friend, is called a 4-bore rifle. If you're interested in this mod and it's not on your Xbox homepage, just type in 4-bore rifle. But either way, I fucking love this gun.
You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan.
Here, I'll help you open it, young lady. There you go. Go on inside.
Nick?
I could have just went straight for Nick Valentine. I know where he's at by now. But, for content reasons, I came here to see Ellie and unlock the quest. I'm not gonna lie, I think Nick Valentine being a synth when I first seen him threw me off more than father being my son. I don't know. With Scott being a former state policeman, when he seen a man holding his brother at gunpoint, he knew what he had to do. So I shot that man square in the chest with a 4-bore rifle. Now inside the subway station, the triggermen don't know what's hit them. Their little weak 45 caliber shells is nothing compared to my 4-bore. Question: why are the triggermen the only enemies in Fallout 4 that do that weird little moan thing after you kill them? The triggermen just kept running at me like fish in a barrel, and I was just mowing them down, one by one.
How you doing in there, Valentine? Feeling hungry? Want a snack?
Keep talking, meathead.
And as Scott says, she be kicking! As Nick and I escaped Vault 114. Skinny Malone and his little gang of goons is waiting on us outside. But there's one thing that he didn't account for, and that was a 4-bore round straight to his fat little chest. I then, commandeered a baseball cap from Mo Cronin, because everybody knows Scott has to have his baseball cap on. With Scott being from Kentucky, I'm sure that man's done his fair share of deer hunting. So, with deer across the pond, I pulled out the old 4-bore, and I blasted them mofos with it. Come here, buddy. You ain't safe. Get back here. Along the way, Nick and I are on our way down to fight old Cornflakes himself. Many synths try to stop me along the way, but their weak little blue lasers are no match for the power of the 4-bore rifle. Kellogg threw me for a loop right here. As he peeked around the corner, I shot him. You seen his body go flying? I thought he was dead. I seen the little kill Kellogg thing pop on the screen. I thought he was dead. Then he just hopped right back up. What the hell? I don't know what happened here. There was no ears behind me as I was entering Good Neighbor, but it made for more good content. Finn, you're next, buddy. You're not gonna threaten me. It wouldn't be a Kentucky Balistics video without shooting some freaking watermelons and other stuff. So with the watermelons lined up, they don't really explode, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. Honestly, I thought they had another shot reloaded there. Kind of embarrassing, but let's get point blank with this one. She be kicking! Popping a little jet for a little extra added feature. I shoot some Blanco mac and cheese, cram, and a Nuka-Cola cherry. After the lamest quest in Fallout 4 inside Kellogg's mind, it was time to go check on Nick. And, yeah, I hate when he does this.
Got what you were looking for.
Ah! And for once, believe it or not, this Deathclaw was the only enemy I came across the whole time traveling through the glowing sea. No glues, no ghouls, no stingwings, no Deathclaws, no rad scorpions, just that big guy. With Scott being an ex-member of the police, it seemed only right to help out the Brotherhood and join their ranks. So, with the ghouls attacking outside, me and Paladin Dance put them down swiftly. On the way to Arcjet, I jumped in front of Paladin Dance, tried to shoot a boat fly, and yeah, sorry buddy. Damn. I then had one of the wildest glitches in Fallout 4 I've ever had in my life. I don't even know how to explain what happened, so I'm just gonna let the clip roll. I ate some food, seen a wild dog on the hill, aimed at him, and back all the way back down here where I shot the boat fly, or shot Dance trying to shoot the boat fly.
Curious sensor anomaly detected.
You know, this gives me back to the video, Can You Beat Fallout 4's Daryl Dixon. The constant reloading. That does get a little old, but golly, it's so fun. Yo, I can't make this stuff up. This is Todd Howard blessing my game right here. As you can see, I was about to get logged out. Logging back in the computer, I see the word bore down here at the bottom. I click it, and it unlocks the computer. 4-bore rifle, baby! Let's go! I was camping one time and I had a friend eat a marshmallow that looked that color orange. It was still on fire. Just dropped it in his mouth and started screaming. And that's what I think of every time I see Paladin Dance doing that.
I didn't do it alone. Aylin, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the Brotherhood. He shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think he has the potential of becoming one of the best.
With Paladin Dance by my side, we need to take a vertibird all the way up to the Quinlan. Yo, what's up, y'all? First time on the ship. Are you bald under that hat?
Pleased to know that Elder Maxton's approved your request.
If Fallout 5 doesn't have just a little bit of jank to it, and when I mean jank, I mean jank is like that. See that right there? That's peak gameplay. You ain't getting no better than that.
Considered non-human.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
College. I mean, I had to get drunk, and it was a dare, and ugh.
That hardly qualifies.
And with the Bill Clinton jokes out of the way, I pop some jet, I jump off the freaking Quidwin, and I land in the waters below towards Fort Strong. Because why? I don't want to use the minigun on the vertebrate, and it's always glitchy if I don't use it and he never lands. So I just walk there now doing the challenge runs. I had no problems hitting this fella. It was like shooting at the side of a barn. You can't hit this big boy. You ain't hitting shit. Jabo, you still couldn't hit that big of a target. Sorry. If y'all don't watch It's Jabo, check him out. He's a really good guy. He's got some really good videos. He's one of the people who inspired me to start doing them. So, with that out of the way. Inside Fort Strong, me and Paladin Dance, we're taking out super mutants left and right. It was now time for me to head to my favorite place to say, let's see if I can get it. Green Tech Genetics. There we go. Boom shakalaka. And along the way, the little crab did a little dance at me. He was trying to assert his dominance. Fuck that shit. I ain't standing for that. Or now looking back, maybe he was looking for a mate. Either way, he ain't mating with me. Inside Green Tech Genetics, I make my way to the top. A lot of the gunners try to stop me, but they're not really standing a chance. Honestly, I don't know why I thought that was gonna hit, but peeking around the corner, he definitely knows I'm here now, so let it rip, Tater Chip. And this wouldn't be one of my challenge runs if I didn't show you how to get free fall leg plates. Now, I'm sure y'all know how to get them by now. You can do it with power armor, you can do it with jetpacks, and all that stuff. But what you don't know is, you can pick up a trash can while you're standing on it, and wall surf. Yes, this is called wall surfing. My cousin showed me this when I got Fallout 4, maybe when I was a very young lad, probably like 15 if I'm thinking back on it now, 14 maybe. He figured this out. It was like one of the first YouTube videos posted about Fallout 4 that I've ever seen. Anyways, you just walk up the wall with the trash can, right to this little hole in the wall. Inside this novice locked picked safe. Yeah, that came off right. Novice locked. No, it didn't. Either way, you get what I'm trying to say here. I had a little bit of fun throwing some bottles off and shit. But either way, inside there is the free fall leg plates. And with them equipped, you no longer take falling damage. So, with that, I jump off all the way to the bottom, in between the elevator shafts, to the ground floor. Since I was working with the Brotherhood, I realized I'm gonna have to fight the railroad eventually. So I might as well dwindle the numbers now while I can. So walking in, the first shot goes straight to Desdemona, straight to the chest.
What the?
Firing my way inside, I must have shot Glory at some point, and Drummer Boy picked up her fucking minigun. Either way, railroad agents are rushing me left and right. I'm trying my hardest to reload, and they kept picking up the minigun. Stop doing that! Inside the HQ, Tinker Tom was the first to go down, besides Dr. Carrington, of course. Remember earlier, we was talking about jank, you know, how it's good? Well, sometimes it's also not good, because no matter what I did, I could not analyze the courser chip here. No matter where I clicked at, I looted Tinker Tom's body, I had everything that belonged to him, so I had to think of a solution. And the solution was to go to this other computer and read about decoding the Institute tech. I ain't never done that one, that's new for me. With that now out of the way, I built the signal interceptor and all the freaking generators that go along with it. And with all the parts and equipment built, I step onto the signal interceptor. It's time to get into the Institute.
All that's left is to
I know what I gotta do.
Switch.
I know what must be done.
3, 2, 1. Stay
And if
safe,
anybody
soldier.
hears any small meows in the mic, it's because I'm currently being forced to love on this cat while recording this video.
Welcome to the Institute. I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could.
My way.
After taking a couple of
Now, I've been told you're to be
additives and some beers, I forced my way through Dr. Lee's dialogue, convincing her to join the back to the Brotherhood. And with that out of the way, I head right back up to Father's room and I do what must be done. Now honestly, when I usually do this, a fight ensues on the way out. But as you can see after jumping off the balcony, literally nobody even cared. Not a single soul cared.
Station keeping maintained.
We got a problem, buddy.
Stable.
Cause I know a trick to that power armor. And it's not meant for 4-bore rifles. So, honestly, I think it just has something to do with the 4-bore rifle and just how strong and fast it takes them down. And nobody really cares when you shoot a friendly with it. I don't know. Any other time to do. Go the other way. I head across the town that got abandoned. The Alguais are no match for me. It was now time to get Liberty Prime's parts. That sounds kind of weird out of context. Anyways, I always hate this building too because it's so confusing. You have to take a couple elevators and do little holes in floors and then go through a room. Anyways, with much struggling and a couple tutorials later, I make my way back to the Brotherhood airport and I place down the electromagnetic actuator.
All of this just works.
Get out of my head, Todd Howard! Get out of my head! The time has come to head back into the glowing sea. But first, I had to talk to Scribe Halen over here by this little Brotherhood outpost thingy that looked exactly like the Enclave ones from Fallout 3. Either way. And once again, not much action going into the glowing sea. I think I killed like a couple rad roaches or something. But that's okay, because there's plenty of ghouls inside the Sentinel site. And what do you know? As soon as I get inside, I start blasting. Years of experience in Fallout 4 has told me how to juke ghouls left and right. Y'all boys can't hit me. Get out of here. Hey man, don't make me look bad, man. YouTube's watching, dude. There's one thing I don't mess around with in Fallout, and that's Assaultrons. So, I popped some jet to make things a little bit more fair. I knew the 4-bore would take him out either way, one shot, but I just wanted to be on the safe side, I guess. Inside the garage thingy, warhead storage container place, I place down the signal pulsar, and I make my way up out of here. Progression. It's now time to head back to the Brotherhood airport and power up Liberty Prime once and for all.
Liberty Prime, back online.
All right.
Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Dance and execute him.
You ain't gotta tell me twice. I never even liked this dude. Screw Paladin Dance. YouTube, this is for educational purposes only. This is not a real person. This is a video game character. For educational purposes only, might I add. The time has come to take the fight to the railroad. So inside the church, any railroad agents that I see laying about, they get put down swiftly and quickly, and with no mercy. But yeah, honestly, screw the railroad. Why are we trying to save the sins? We're in a fucking apocalypse. There's not enough food and water to go around as it is. So honestly, we shouldn't be giving it to fake humans. I've said that in other videos, but just stating it here again. Screw the synths. So, I could have destroyed Pam, but I decided to be a good little minion for the Brotherhood, and I downloaded Pam's little interface thingy. Oh, you're so smart, Pam. Well, tell me what's the probability I shoot you in the freaking face. Proctor, Ingham, and I, we load up onto the Vertibird, and we jump onto mass fusion down below. We gotta get the beryllium agitator. But first, we gotta deal with all these blue lasers flying around. This shit's annoying. That's not an important part to the story, but yeah, the game crashed, and then I thought I got the new footage of it after it crashed, but nope, I guess I didn't. So here's me jumping at the Vertibird again and shooting the exact same synth in the chest that you just seen there. Can synths feel deja vu? I don't know. Either way, with the free fall leg plates, I don't have to jump into the loading screen a good neighbor. I found the front of the building, and I full sent it off the edge, bub. Ooh-wee! Raise hell, praise Dale! We all know the drill by now. You take out a little bit of the gunners inside, or you can just ignore them and head straight down to the reactor chamber. Either way, I pop a little jet, because this thing always annoys me. And with the jet, you can hit the button, run back to the little station room over here, away from the radiation, and still acquire the beryllium agitator. On the way out, the Sentry Bot and the Sultrons, they put up less of a fight than I expected them to, honestly. I mean, it helps that that big guy just kind of got stuck right there, but hey, I'll take it. Once again, back at the airport, I take the elevator up to Liberty Prime, and I reach into that little hole in his back, and I insert the beryllium agitator. That sounds a little freaky, I'm not gonna lie. After playing Fallout 4 for God who knows how many years now, I just now realized a couple challenge run videos ago that you can just fast travel to the Institute. You don't have to walk with Liberty Prime. Game changer. If we got Liberty Prime in Fallout 5 and have to walk with him, please let us fast travel. Don't make me walk with that big idiot. Waiting on Liberty Prime to do his little thingy for him to put the hole in the ground for me to jump into. There it is. So, the Brotherhood and I jump into the depths of the Institute below. Or try to. Inside the Institute, no man, nor synth, nor robot is safe from the Brotherhood in mine hands. Come here, you little Nick Valentine wannabe. Inside the Institute, I take out the scientists that aren't fighting back. Because, well, if I take out the people that are fighting back, the people that won't, we're going to pick up their guns. So, realistically, I'm just saving myself some time. I also did a little experiment here for another challenge run in case I ever have to run through here and I don't want to fight enemies. You can run straight to the reactor door while it's still running, put on the pulse charge, and boom, you're on the roof of mass fusion. Good stuff, good stuff. With the power of patriotic tunes behind me, I flip open the switch and I press the button. Ooh-wee! Ain't she beautiful? I don't want to set the world on fire. Now, I usually end the videos here, but if you will be honest, I just wasn't done using the 4-bore rifle. So where else should I go next? Well, I couldn't think of a better place than Nuka-World. So, I attacked the gunners outside. The Sultanof went down easier than I thought, like always. But, you never know with them guys. He's gonna feel that one in the morning, that's for sure. Heading on inside to the transit center, I turn on the power, I walk past Harvey, and I go inside.
They're gonna kill him. I know it.
My first time playing Nuka-World. I killed Harvey after I figured out what he did to me. But now I kind of like the guy, he grew on me. Fighting my way through the gauntlet. A lot of turrets shoot at me. I shoot back at them. It's a fair trade, I think. Up next, we got Radiation Rumble. We're in the room with all the toxic waste barrels around. But this ain't my first rodeo. I know exactly where the key is, so I just beeline straight for it.
Because our little Vic is about to get roasted like a squirrel on a stick.
Hey, don't try to do no poetry with me, man. That shit sucked. Being fast on my feet, I run across the boards that fall to the Mylerks below, all the way to the door, and I picked that lock because I already got the master lock ability from the beginning of the video.
Got it.
Thank the Lord. Pretty much at the end of the gauntlet here, all I gotta do is fight Culture left, and I shoot some people where I can. God, that 4-bore hit that dude like a freaking truck. Oh my god. As stated in past challenge runs, the squirt gun doesn't count. So I use that to lower his little force field thing, and I let it rip. I'm gonna be real, Culture buddy. You're not even nowhere near the toughest enemies I've faced yet. So, with one last shot, Coulter goes down. Gage opens up the door for me, and I thank him. I thank him for his service by shooting him square into the fucking chest. Get back down, Gage. What are you doing? Outside in Nuka-World, a lot of raiders shoot at me. But it's okay. They're no match for the power of Kentucky Balistics or the 4-bore rifle. Hey, I see you over there, buddy. Thought you'd get away from me. Inside the pack headquarters, I funnel them all into this little alleyway inside. It's a lot easier than trying to fight them all one by one. But with Mason running up, I put his ass straight down. With more kills than my name, I head inside the operator's house. Now, if you see me doing that, it's just quicker than reloading. And, wow, I wasn't ready for that one. And nor was I ready for that one. So, reloading a save, I take out the most important people first, including Mags Black.
You're dead.
I laughed so hard just shooting them and their body just going flying.
All
I don't
of
know why,
this just
but
works.
it just makes me laugh. With the last few raiders standing in my way, I would just like to take this time and say, yes, you can beat Fallout 4 as Kentucky Balistics. Other than that, I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm gonna hop off here. Much love. Y'all be safe.